There we go. Right? When you first get in, for some reason it's like a square that doesn't look right. Once you get in, then there we go. Then you're okay. Changing it up. Headphones sound amazing. The only thing that still stinks is still the stupid cable. Wireless VR headsets cannot come soon enough. So let's get this a shot and open play. Let's get go. Checking the Twitch chat. If you want to say hi, please do. Get up and walk around. I guess I could do that. So here I'm on the surface of the planet. You'll notice one thing. Everything is butterly smooth. I mean, right now, everything's gorgeous. I can read everything on the ship. Everything is just fantastic in game. My frame rate is only 61 frames a second right now. I mean, this is maxed out detail with a 980 Ti, and it still just kills the crap out of my system with this terrain detail. But with the asynchronous time warp, nothing. Beautiful, it's smooth, it's good. When you move around a bit, you can see a little bit where the interface moves a little bit like in a judder moves. So you can tell that's why it doesn't work with positional tracking as well as it does when you're just looking around and it's warping the image. But it works. It's amazing, and I love it. So let's walk around a little bit. Get the stupid cable out of the way. Move the chair out. Oh. I just reset my where I'm at. Let's take a look around though. Yeah, for some reason now my front's over here. Ah! Headless chick. What's cool though is for the most part, tracking is good considering I have the camera over here facing up this way. This is going to be awesome when room scale becomes more of a full thing and I actually have a room to scale in. Can't see anything. We can go outside a little bit. I'm surprising the camera's over here and it still has positional tracking up to about there. Which, kind of almost makes no sense. I think it's got really wide angle action. Oh, not doing it. Not my room. Not yet. I'll have this place set up for a room scale eventually, but it's not going to be in front of my computer. It's got to be either on the Omni or in my actual living room. So anyway, I got to figure out, does any of you guys know real quick how to quick center the positional setting in Elite? Because I forgot ever since they changed it, and I haven't actually looked it up and found out what it is yet. F12 is what it is? Alright, give me a second here. Alright. Set here. Problem is you have to have long arms to be able to reach this stupid keyboard and do it. Oh, if you hit F12. No, that's not working. Alt F12. No. Oh! And I just did something completely different. Let's try this. Oh, that just takes a screenshot. Oh, taking screenshots. Crap. Christmas tree cosplay. A nice long sleeve plaid shirt. Get off my back. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Where in the options menu is this stupid thing? Because I cannot find it. I still don't get how I reset it just standing up. There's no like just VR specific settings. Driving, Galaxy. Look. Hey, look, you would think you'd be in here. Reset headlock. And most of it's missing, so let's try this. I'm going to do it to 11. Why that helps is trouble pressing. Oh, didn't do a damn thing. Come on! Alright. We gotta figure this out so I can actually, like, you know, show you guys Elite, not be like, hey, I'm looking at the wrong side of my ship. Ugh. Un momento. Por favor. That's not helping. Alt space. Let me try that one. One thing that's cool is the Rift Auto turns itself on and off as you put it on and off because it's a proximity sensor into it. Pretty cool. It's nice compared to my DK2, which kind of had an on-off button that kind of worked when it felt like. It's weird like that. Try this. Alt space. That just brought me to the map. This one. Nope, still not working. I don't get why they changed it from F12. It was working just fine back in the old days, yes. And then they moved it, and I have yet to find it since. 1 minute. Right above cargo scoop, huh? Alright, I'll take a look for it. As you can see, the controls menu is just friggin' huge, and, oh, not audio. Alright, come on. Over, targeting. There it is. HMD orientation. Thank you, good sir. I shall give props. Why it's not found at all when it was passed. I will never know. Alright. Let's drive around the surface once we get this thing set up, shall we? There we go. Forward. Alright, let's go for a drive. Alright. So, again, we're playing below the optimal frame rate. I'm down into the 50s now. We're gonna go for a drive anyway. Yeehaw. Let's explore this asteroid. What do you call these things? Crater, that's it. Woohoo! So usually, back with the DK2, before you had Time Warp enabled, that would make you sick. I mean, the frame rate would drop and it'd be juddering all over. This right now, nothing. Absolutely wonderful. If there is a little bit of judder, making you feel a smidge sick just because you know it's there. But I think after playing for maybe an hour or two, I'll probably be just fine. I get pretty accustomed to VR really well. I actually played Team Fortress 2 back in the day with the DK1, and I was playing the Scout. That one took some time to get dialed in on, but once you got into it, it's a lot of fun actually. Yeehaw! Alright, there's a big hole. Yeah! Alright, let's see if I can do a flip. Whee! Yes! Yeah! Woo! I wish I could do some yaw controls on the lander, but they don't have that mappable, which is a bummer. I'm smashing myself up. Yeah, this is a blast. And it looks so stinking good. It really does. Everything's readable. I can read all the numbers, everything on the HUD, even though these are the stock colors, which, remember, this is still a pentile display, too. And, nothing. It's perfect. I'm enjoying every ounce of this. Woo! This is the only way to play Elite now. It really is. I am smashing the crap out of my lantern, that's for sure. I don't remember the tires being so knobby, so I think that's something new. With this last patch. But overall, this is very, very good. Give me a second to stop, check the chat, see if any of you guys said anything. Walk-in plant service. Yeah, we can do that. I think I have enough room for that now. I got a message. From somebody. Why not? There you go. Friends with Comandar. Alright. Take a look outside, shall we? Let's see here. I'll walk over here. Ugh. Problem I have is wire limits. Yeah. I'm still headless. Very cool. Like standing outside the door of your ship, I guess. Let's go around the other side. Yeah. Oh, lost it. How about there? I don't want to move the camera right now due to the fact that it's calibrated Oculus setup. So, but we'll get there in time. All I can say is this game is absolutely... And there's just no... In the old Oculus, the DK2, you'd have the blurring as you go over to the outside of the lenses. And in this, you don't at all. It's amazing how good they've made the lenses in the new one. Because, yeah, the full field of view is wide open. Very little, you don't notice the, still there's a little bit of the ski goggle effect to it. For the most part, it's a non-issue. It's absolutely amazing. And, yeah, I mean, I cannot think of taking this off to play Elite anymore. It's just too much fun now. And it's just so much better looking. Everything's readable, everything's in detail. The DK2 did a really good job for what it was. But now that the CV1's out, it's just like... There's no competition. It's amazing. Very, very good. And again, these headphones are actually quite good. It keeps most of the noise out. I'm not hearing anything outside of my system, and even though you probably hear it on this mic, my computer is just blowing tons of hot air, because it's fully maxed out doing this right now. And, I don't hear it. You guys might. Okay, so the other problem is, yeah, for some reason, unlike my old streams, I was able to capture the extended mode of the DK2 for Elite when it was using the older runtime. So it allowed me to capture the full VR view, so you have both views, and then you're able to watch it like with Google Cardboard, and you can like literally play in VR with me. Wonderful thing. Now with the new runtime, I've got the mirror up, but it does have a very narrow view of the game. That is kind of a bummer. I like being able to do the 3D effect, which gave you one, it let you know that I was playing in VR, and two, it allowed you to see practically what I see in VR. It was great. So I'm bummed they took it out. I'll see if I can work with OBS and see if they can have a plug-in to capture direct rift output. That might actually fix that and make it so you can capture exactly what I'm seeing. If not, I'll see about getting like an HDMI splitter or something like that. Yeah. My stream gets a little popular. I can see if I can find a way to get that all working. Then I think it'd be kind of cool. But for now, let's call our ship back. Let's go take a little drive out into space. You can see how smooth this game is in 90 frames a second. We'll go find a more exciting planet. How about that? Actually, type in the chat what you want me to go do, and I'll go do something. I just got a new Cobra bone stock just to go land. So we can go blow it up, do something stupid, whatever. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think we can change something with the Steam window here. What I can do here? Graphics. Yeah, alright, try this. Don't want to push it up that high. Let's go up just to 1080p. Can't do that right now. And we'll give that a shot. That better. It is bigger. But yeah, my VR stream was amazing back when I was able to do it. Because, like I said, if you go take a look at my exported my YouTube channel, it's under the same name. It has a bunch of my Elite playing in extended mode, so you can see the full stereo view. Throw it in Google Cardboard on your phone, and it's almost as if you were playing in a VR. Of course, there's no tracking, but you get the 3D effect, and it works quite well. It was a lot of fun. Good way to give a person a basics of like, hey, what I'm seeing, this is what you could be seeing with it, and it's really cool. And I still love this, how the ship comes and lands for you when you call it in like that. That's pretty stinking neat. Alright, let's go land, get in there. Come on. Ah, he likes to park in the worst places, though, on these hills. I can't get to my own hangar. Come on. Let me get it over here. Come on, squeeze in. Oh! Terrible parking, autopilot. Drunk. Well, let's see if I can ram it in there. Nope. I'm gonna blow myself up. Let's go see if I can get him to land somewhere else. Alright, so apparently autopilot's not immune to bad parking. I really do wish I could see the Twitch stream in game. I hear, what was it, Hover Junkers is one of the games coming out that they actually are putting a Twitch stream built into the game, so you'll see it on like one of the displays. I'm thinking that's perfect for Elite. If I could just go like this and be able to see the Twitch chat, that'd be absolutely perfect for streaming. So, if you guys are interested, tweet the Elite Dangerous and Frontier guys and say, hey man, we need a Twitch stream built in for VR, because it's where we're all going to be, and until they find a way to do an Oculus plugins, we can overlay Twitch chat, video chat, whatever, directly onto the feed that we're seeing in game. There's no way to really see without having to stop, take off my headset a bunch. Alright. Definitely sweet, man. I'm just in awe how good this is, considering the headset isn't that much higher on the whole resolution scale. It's amazing how good it really is. The screen door effect is downright minimal. One thing I do need to try sooner next after this maybe is Project Cars. That's the one game that you really do see the screen door effect. I also want to see if they actually fix their shadows issue, because that was really sucky playing the game without shadows. You kind of lose all the immersion effect because everything looks plastic and fake without the shadows. And that's what Elite gets right. Shadows make this game. Alright, it looks like you parked better this time. I can almost drive. Yes! Go! Oh! There we go. All right. It does feel like you're taking off a ship on a planet with this thing. It's just so cool. Way to play this game now. And this is again at 60 frames a second. Graphics card is at max. No, not really, it's at 88%, so there's a little bit of bottlenecking somewhere. I'm not sure where. My CPU's only at about, let's see what it says real quick. Yeah, I'm at about 30% CPU, but that's between all 12 cores. So, however the threading's going on with this, there's definitely probably some limits, and I'm guessing it's something to do with the way they generate this terrain. But besides that, with the asynchronous time warp, there's just no. This is perfect. This is not like playing with the DK2. You have no, well, the old DK2's thing. Now you can play this game with the DK2, with ATW, and it should be perfect. You don't have to push 90 frames a second. You can do 75 stills, which will be great for people that have it's anything lower than even a 980 Ti or whatnot. You can get a 970 and probably run this game perfectly good with that right now. I had previously to this SLI 780s. In an extended mode, this game ran perfect right up until Horizons. And then trying to play Horizons was impossible with it because Steam VR didn't work. And when you played in extended mode, it just was a hassle. Extended mode broke. You could play with the 0.5 runtime, but it was just garbage. You could get it to work with 0.6, but it was a crapshoot. You had to like start the game, turn on Oculus mode, exit the game, go back out, go back in, go back out, turn the Rift on, dance around 3 times. It was kind of a goofy thing. When you got it working, it worked great, but it was definitely a hassle. Interesting, as it generates the terrain ahead of you, you can see like shadows appearing and then disappearing. So it's kind of interesting, the algorithm for doing the details is definitely having a hard time. But it's still amazing. I mean, I just love flying over the scenery. The scales in this game, especially in VR, is mind-blowing. It really brings out the sense of scale. I'm gonna fly over these mountains here for a bit. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, they're using an in-house engine, and that's one thing that seems to be kind of against the trend with Oculus. Is they're really geared toward the Unreal and Unity engines, but it's nice seeing Elite have such a nice, high-quality engine of their own, running with full Steam, full VR for both headsets, and it run and looked as good as this. This is just mind-blowing. This is what I've been dreaming of VR since I first saw that Kickstarter announcement. That's why I was such an early backer, back 980. I was like, all right, I need that, because I knew it was going to be big, and I knew some way, somehow they get working with games like Flight Simulator X and stuff at the time. And, well, they've definitely done that. There's one other game I am dying for them to get full support for, and they're using a custom engine, too, that they have yet to add support. Rise of Flight. An old World War I flight sim that is absolutely beautiful, but, they still don't have VR support, and it doesn't look like they're going to be getting it anytime soon, which is unfortunate because it's definitely a game that can absolutely use it. It is downright gorgeous. And another one is I do have the Logitech G940s, the force feedback joysticks and throttle and pedals. While they had their share of glitches, Rise of Flight is the one game to play it with because you have force feedback effects that relate perfectly to the way those planes feel. And since you're flying planes made out of fabric and wood, you can rip the wings off quite easy. And the force feedback allows you to feel exactly where that kind of is. So you'll be pulling back on the stick and you'll feel like the push point that it's pushing back on the wind before you're going to rip the wings off, and it is absolutely a wonderful experience. So to be able to do that in VR, to be able to look around like this and spot your targets in the distance, it needs that support. Somebody needs to either shoehorn the support into that game, or that game just has to get support. It's a bummer with their own engine, they're having a hard time adding it in. But I really look forward to the time that they do, because it would be absolutely breathtaking. I'd just fly around in the game just to fly around in it in VR. It'd be amazing. Terrain generation really is cool. This is a pretty cool looking little mountain range. And yeah, the sense of scale is amazing. Let's go find out, huh? I've flown into stars with the DK2, and it's amazing. So let's go try another one with this. Once I get off this hill here, I'm going to go check out how it looks, the surface with that gas jet with the rings right over the crest here. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's a canyon range over here. Didn't see that earlier. Oh, sweet. There's canyons over there. That gas giant. I mean, come on, man. This is a gorgeous view. Hope you guys are enjoying this, because I sure as hell am. This is absolutely beautiful. The DK2 made it good, but in this scene here, it'd be a little bit blurry. You wouldn't be able to see all the details of that planet. And other effects, like, you know, the canyon range, you'd see, but it'd be blurry in the distance. Now, it's not photorealistic, but it is very, very good. The anti-aliasing does a good job softening everything, so it's downright gorgeous. I wish I had a more powerful system. I wish they supported SLI and I'd get another 980 Ti just because. So then I'd be able to throw the scaling up a notch and see what it looks like at 1.5, which always helped a bunch with the DK2. And I bet would be even more amazing with this. This is downright gold. I'm gonna take some screenshots. Yeah. So I can do a high qual one still. Nope, I can't do that overplay anymore, can I? Yeah. Never mind. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very awesome. All right, let's get out of here, shall we? I'm definitely want to come back to this planet, though. I'm mass lock. Let's find a way out.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And off we go.
Warning, temperature critical.
What are you getting hot for? Pretty cool looking moon, let's say. Alright, let's go fly to another star, shall we? Let's just go here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Seems to be a little less stuttering too overall in the game itself. I wonder if the time warp's actually removing the stuttering that the game does when it's doing its system loading. There we go. That's bright. Alright, so one thing I do like is the DK2 was always good, but it just never seemed bright enough, and I'm not having that problem with this. This headset is much brighter, clearer, overall way better. Just
warning, temperature critical.
get away from that star, it's a little hot. But yeah, it's downright amazing. I'm blown away. There's no other way to play this game. Head back that way, because that's where my mining ship's at.
Frameshift drive charging.
Fly to that. Now you are getting a little bit of, because of the brightness, the halo or blur, but the glare effect you're getting between the bright pixels and then the headset's actual
3, 2, 1.
lenses, which is unfortunate, but it's not that big a deal. It kind of gives it a little cinematic movie effect that the lights are just thrown off, so it feels like I'm in a J.J. Abrams film straight out the whole time now. Lots of lens flares. But everything looks fantastic. The stars, the light, graphics, it's amazing. Elite is the one to play. If you have a Rift, you have to have Elite. It's just that good. So, give me a sec here. Let's see what the chat says. As far as getting close to stars, if you get too close, you just take enough heat damage that you actually explode. You can't actually go into the stars, unfortunately. Which would be kind of a, yeah, definitely a mindfuck. I have a ship parked around here somewhere. I don't remember where. I can find it in here. Woo, planets. There it is. You changed this a little. Now you're like more in the map. It's cool, but a pain in the butt to navigate. Does it still do the auto zoom? Yep. God, that's annoying. That needs to go away. That's a bug. Alright, let's party. Oh yeah, this is one of the big stations, so this should be a good test also on frame rate. Again, perfectly smooth. Butter smooth. 75 frames a second was no slouch. It was very good, but 90 definitely fixes any of the motion lacking that you had in the DK2's frame rate. This game just plays nicer at closer to 100 frames a second, and it's amazing on this. 90 frames a second is absolutely perfect. No persistence. The pixels don't leave any of that black bleed behind like they did in maybe just a tiny bit between the darkness of the hull and the space right here, but I mean even less than the DK2 did, and yeah, you barely notice unless you're looking for it. The stars look great, everything looks great, and it really is light, unlike the DK2, which is a smidge front heavy. This thing's got a good balance to it. It's light, a little pressed against your face like it's supposed to be, but I'm having no problems. I might still have to do a little adjustments. I kind of just did a quick adjust just to get into this thing since I got home from work, but loving it so far. I tried out some of the other things like the Henry little short video and the Lost short video. Very cool little videos. I look forward to seeing if they can make like a full-length film out of it. But very cool having a movie that you're kind of in instead of just watching from a distance on the screen. Next thing I gotta try, see if I can get my MPV videos to work in the VR Oculus Theater. See how that is, since I don't have a Gear VR just yet, because I don't have a Samsung phone. Come on. One thing I do have to do is my X-52's pot for the yaw axis is drifting again a lot, just yaw me on random on its own, and I really... I cleaned it out once, I gotta clean it out again. But, Tomorrow night's not being a huge hassle.
Docking request granted.
Absolutely
Landing
stunning.
gear deployed.
Everything's sharper, everything's gorgeous.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
A happy place to be. And at 60 frames a second, wow. Earlier I was pulling 90, but I guess I was facing out. Again, this is another testament that the time warp works very well. Still pulling 60 frames, so I'm only missing what, a third of them. But for what it is, it's doing a good job of just making it jutter free. It's absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, just amazing. Let's try real quick. I'm going to change the hangar. I do have a Type 6 in here, and the cockpit of that is really awesome. They do? Awesome. Yep. And the reason why you can see the LEDs is because my camera was used originally with games like Rise of Flight for head tracking, like a cheap poor man's track IR, the free track, not face track IR. Yeah, it was just like free track or something like that. And I had little LEDs on a hat that I made, and then you take off the IR filter off the webcam, and bam, there you go. So you can see the LED lights, and I had IR LEDs just like these ones on it. So it's kind of cool. I look forward to seeing. I have the HTC Vive coming, and I look forward to seeing what the lighthouses look like through this webcam. It's going to be kind of interesting. See how they end up looking. What's cool about the Type 6 is it's got this massively gorgeous cockpit with these, big windows everywhere. So you are in space, and it's just right there. Everything is glorious. Not a whole lot of cockpit. You got the back door here. Also, you'll notice I'm looking all the way back, and the back tracking pad got LEDs too that I assume you guys can see yet. And I've never been able to look directly behind myself, because it would always cut off because the webcam was getting blocked. Now, nothing, no problems. The only problem I'm having right now is it had me calibrated pointing like way up for some reason, and for like standing game use, which I have yet to have a reason to do yet, since most all the Rift experiences right now are sitting. So it's kind of throwing off the tracking a smidge, but I'm like way back in my chair. But for the most part, I'm having no real problems. It's got tons of field of view on that camera sensor. And again, this is absolutely beautiful. This is at, again, 60, I think it's saying 60 frames per second. I gotta be doing like 90, because this is in station underground. I think it might be reading the new export instead. No big deal. Any ships with the windows in the back? Sadly, I don't think there are yet any Elite. Nope, take that back. I think it's one of the fighters that has it. The Cobra, not the Cobra, the Eagle Might? Sadly, I do not own it, so I don't know. But you know what we're going to do instead? Let's go try some CQC out, shall we? A little bit of space combat without having to travel around and see how this works. Along with that, since I haven't played in a while and I'm probably going to suck noodles, it could be a lot of fun. That little fighter you get in this mode is actually a lot of fun. Again, the one problem, cables. Alright, I'll fly, yeah, the Condor, stats, commander, I'm rank 1. Apparently I haven't played since beta. Oh, they got rid of the music in this. Bummer. Oh wait, no they didn't, I just turned it off. I'm a little tired, so yeah, I forget things. If you guys have any requests for other games, I do have Eve Valkyrie, I do have, what was it? Lucky's Tale. I have, I did get Adrift, so I will be trying that out shortly after this. I have a bunch of other games that I don't have like the keys for the Oculus version yet, and I'm not sure if they're updated. Like Blaze Rush, the fun little VR game that was always great on the DK2, so I have to admit it'd be great in this. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I do have that, but I again don't think I have the Oculus home version. I tweeted them earlier today to see if I can get an Oculus key so I can use it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they actually get updated in Steam. I need to also try out Subnautica, see if that ends up working in VR as well. And also have 5089 and the Omni. I'm going to see about streaming that, if not tonight, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. No, maybe Thursday. I'm busy this week. Of course, they released the headset on Monday, you know, all days. But this is the only way to play. This is the future of gaming. Holy crap, they still never got the matchmaking dialed in this game? Have any stats? No. Apparently I haven't played since beta, yeah, so that's my fault. After the beta dropped, I was having trouble getting VR working, so I just kind of gave up for a while, played some stuff. Got back into it shortly after, but time and work and busy real lives screw with your virtual lives quite a bit. Time moves too dang fast, I'll say that much. Yeah, judge me all you want. I'll still end up in the top few ranking people, considering I'll be playing against noobs in rank 1. Same goes for Eve Valkyrie. That one's a lot of fun. And comparing them side by side, since I have played both, I like Elite CQC better due to the fact that the ships feel like ships. In Eve Valkyrie, the graphics are amazing. It's designed for VR. I played the original FanFest version in 2013 when they had the concept. It was amazing, but it's like identical to what it is now. The exact same sort of physics, the exact same sort of style. You aim with your face to lock on missiles, then you let go of the trigger and they take off. It's amazing. It's fantastic. But the ships feel like you're flying on the pods that they had on Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, just something that can go, but you're not really flying like a ship. So there's no, you don't go very fast, and you can't do the whole, like, you know, stopping, turn around, fly backwards like an Elite. It's just, it's good, and I look to see what they end up doing later, what changes they end up making to the physics, stuff like that, if any. But it's different. It doesn't seem like it takes quite the same level of pilot skill, but then again, I've only played it a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see the comparison in the long run. Okay, seriously, we can't get a match. Come on, they're even selling an arena for, you know, like less than $10. People should be playing this. Losing viewers. Down to 9. Man, this is beautiful. My eyes aren't getting tired. They get a little bit tired playing with the DK2 because you'd be trying to kind of, not really squint, but you'd be working to read the text. No problems here. It's absolutely wonderful. Well, deathmatch. There we go. Yay! Found something. Game just crashed. Black. Nope, still going. Nope, still black. Well then, I guess the game crashed or something. Give it another go, shall we? Yay, Frontier, for your amazing yet buggy stuff. It's cool. So when you exit the game, you're not in a game and the headset's on. It shoves you right into the Oculus Home little app, which is kind of cool. I'll give them credit. They're trying to launch a game store, and it's not perfect, but it's got potential. I can see it being good in the long run. Because I doubt they're going to drop it anytime soon. Well, let's try this one more time. Next stream I do for Elite, I'm definitely going to have a plan. Either explore, do some mining, do something fun. We go out and shoot some stuff. Alright. If it crashes again, I'm going to be quite pissed and just give up for the night on that. Yes! There are some players. Game starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Rank 1 versus a 39 and 50. Oh, this will be fun. Apparently they're out seal clubbing tonight.
Five, four,
Awesome.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I'm already getting shot at.
Weapon enhanced.
Oh, you don't.
Shields offline.
Oh, man. Yep, well. I suck. Alright, screw going after the power. Let's go. Kill some dudes. Can you see I haven't played in a while? Yeah. Alright. I will say one thing, I played this with the DK2, and it was great, but the resolution definitely wasn't there. Now, absolutely no problems. Definitely beautiful, running smooth, just absolutely gorgeous. I am sucking. Got one.
Shields offline. Hull integrity compromised. Hull integrity critical.
Yeah.
Eject.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit rusty. Plus these guys, it's a little bit lopsided. Also, I keep forgetting I have chaff.
Target destroyed.
Yeehaw! Flying in space, though, and flying close quarters this is the way to play this game. Ah, where are these guys? There he is.
Target destroyed. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Shields offline.
That was just all bad on my part. I knew he was behind me. I knew he was shooting me. I should have just went into reverse and kicked his ass. Got him.
Target destroyed.
That was all bad.
Speed surge.
But I'm going faster now. case you haven't noticed, I have not played in a while.
Target destroyed.
No, you don't, sucker. There you go.
Target destroyed.
You are victorious.
So, considering I haven't played in so long, look at that! Look at that! Woohoo! First match since I haven't played since beta, and I pull a win. I'm not gonna toot my own horn because this is a complete fluke, but yeah, I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna stop on a high. That was awesome. Staying there. That was awesome. What do you guys think? Yeah, my control setup's just the X52. You know, joystick throttle system. It's an old one. I bought this back when I was working at Best Buy when I was like 18. They're old, but they work fantastic. The only issue they do have, and it's a known issue with them, is the rudder pot, the twist pot. Definitely gets dirty and acts like goofy shit every so often. So after about, I cleaned it like 3-4 years ago. I opened up, sprayed some Radio Shack electronic cleaner into it, and that cleaned it up for like 3-4 years. And it's just started acting up a little bit recently. So it's not too big a deal, and they work great. If you can find them still, I know they sell like the Pros, but the Pros have got some like slight differences that make them better and worse in certain ways, with certain games, I guess. But if you can find the original X52s, they work good, they feel good, and they're exactly what they modeled into the game of Elite. So the actual joystick and throttle you see in Elite are based off these, and all the buttons you can play almost hands off completely. The only times you need to use a keyboard would be to type into the chat, type in a system name, or that's about it. You can do almost everything else directly from the joystick. So, does anyone have any questions, any recommendations, or any requests before I maybe switch over to Eve Valkyrie for a bit and see how bad I am at that game? I've heard that E-Flight Horas is one of the ones that everyone recommends. It's cheap, but it's good. And interesting how Thrustmaster doesn't have kind of like an in-between joystick, though. They should have one that's like in between the big Warthog or whatever their latest hot-ass full steel awesome sticks are. I have the great granddaddy of those sticks, the F16 FLCS and the Mark II WCS. It wasn't the TQS, which was what they actually ended up modeling after. But they were programmable joysticks. You had to use them in DOS. You plugged your keyboard into it, and it just mapped key combos. Old school, but it was the S16 joystick. It still was identical to what like the last F16 one was for the Hot Ass before they switched over to the Warthog. And they're great. And I wish Thrustmaster would kind of do something in between, because they can make some good sticks. It's just odd they have the best, and then they have some good lower end stuff, but nothing quite in the middle, where Cytec has their X52 that kind of fits a good right in the middle niche. The X55s, I've heard good things. I've actually not seen those in person. Alright, we're switching over. So I'm going to switch the stream name. I'm going to start and stop it. So just stay put, and I'll just get everything switched over, ready to go. And I'll launch it from the Oculus Home. Give me like 3 seconds to get everything dialed in for it to capture. But we should be good to go. So. got the Oculus remote, cute little tiny thing, and I have no idea how to change the battery in it. You pull this thing out to get the battery activated. But yeah, for the most part, the Valkyrie, intense, and you're going. So give me